hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid, because even though the lava is not orange anymore, it's still chemically reactive with the seawater down there. As it breaks down, it produces those two acids back over here. During the eruption, we had a whole bunch of dead fish and lobsters and dead sea turtles along over here, but also produced a lot of life, because what happened was the lava would enter the ocean down there. It produces what they call phosphates, and phosphates are the food for the phytoplankton. Yeah, and the phytoplankton are eaten by the zooplankton, and the zooplankton are eaten by the fish.
So it was the top of the food chain that was dying because of the acid right near.
Right.
And
yeah, but NASA has a satellite image where all that phytoplankton went all the way around the Big Island and up into Maui.
Really?
Yep, and it just surrounded Maui, so all the fish in Maui were getting fed from our eruption. And we'll dip it down to the left and out to the right-hand side there.
It is fascinating, the connection between Earth and life science.
Yeah.
You know, that's a great example of it.
Yeah, I drove my Prius across this road on the left-hand side. Even though it's dirt, they sprayed glue on the top of it. And you don't have to worry about you getting your tires popped on there. It's a really smooth road.
So we have not come to Leilani Estates yet, though,
No,
right?
no, it's back over the left-hand side. We'll take you up there in just a second.
I just don't want to...
So this where it's having a chemical reaction?
Exactly, yeah, all along the shoreline back up over here.
This is amazing.
Yep, and that's that brand new black sand beach at the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And there's some ponds down there that are thermally heated, but the problem is that the ocean can't interact with those to flush those out, and so the county health department pick up signs that says, hey, if you got cooties, don't come in here. If you don't have cooties, you probably get them by the time you get out.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're immunocompromised, they don't want you swimming down there. Yeah, that house down there, it's kind of a white rusted roof down there. It's over 100 years old down there. They say that Pele spared that. There's a couple of Native Hawaiian guides over here that say it wasn't Pele that caused this eruption. It's actually their male god of fire. Yeah, based on all the devastation and destruction over here, I personally think it was my ex-wife that caused this eruption, but I can't prove that. So
look at where the lava just crosses the road.
Yeah, we'll crank around the right-hand side for you.
Where do you see that, Sean?
Right below us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and those houses on the left-hand side, there's another tour operator that he flies at 500 feet off the top of their houses. And there's an 800 number you can call to phone in noise complaints. And we don't want this area to get shut down to us permanently, so we're going to stay fairly high.
Sure.
Because eventually they could complain enough to where they said the tour helicopters can't come over here anymore. There's a political group over here that they ran all the tour helicopters out of New York City, and they also have their same group as over here on the Big Island. But the problem is, majority of the island you can't see other than by helicopters. So
over Seth's window, you can see where the road runs right into the lava flow.
Yep. Yeah, and Sean, the crater back over here from the left-hand side, that's from 1955. They used to have a freshwater lake in there. When the lava hit it, it just evaporated everything.
Did they guess how hot the lava was?
Well, it's about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Yeah, because a lot of times you couldn't cross the lava flows. You had to be at 3,000 feet out in this area, but the updraft was so severe, it literally picked up the helicopter like a toy and throw you around the sky.
Really?
I only did it one time. It scared me so bad. After that, I just stayed over by the green trees by Fisher 8.
You had to stay at 3,000 feet?
Yep, or higher.
So you're saying the difference in color is still acidic?
Yeah, that's all hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid down in there. I couldn't tell you what the pH or the mole number is down there, but
this house was just spared right there.
The difference in the color is because of acid closer to the shore.
And the thing is, we got some swells in from the south, so it's pushing all that acid back up next to the shoreline. But yeah, those little green dots down there, there's going to be coconut palms
that
be planted.
That house is so lucky.
Yep.
You see the one Dad's talking about, boys, right here? And this is the new black sand beach?
It is. It's the brand new black sand beach from May of 2018. And what we'll do is a break station here, and we'll head up to that geothermal power plant.
What volcano caused all this?
Kilauea, yeah. It's called the Kilauea volcano, but it was the Fisher 8 back over here. Fisher means crack in the earth. Yeah, you can see Fisher 8 back up over here. Looks like the cloud deck's high enough. We'll just kind of climb up here a little bit. Yeah, they're building some roads back over here. That's where all that dust is. But all the steam back over here, that's where all the fissures were at. Matter of fact, I'll kind of come this way a little bit. There's a house down here that has a big giant hole in the top of a green roof. That's from a lava bomb. Because what happened was the lava shoot up in the sky and rain back down, punch holes in the people's houses, catch them on fire. That one survived right there.
The hole right there.
Yeah, evidently he moved back in. I think there's a Honda generator on his patio down there. There's a red box. Might be able to see down
Yeah.
there.
No way. Take a picture of that, Al, of that house with the hole in it.
So again, that was a volcanic bomb, like a
Yeah, called
big
lava
chunk
bombs.
of
Yeah.
rock.
Zoom in on it. If you
So when it hit the top, it would have been solid by that time.
got the hole in the roof.
Little
You
mix,
just, yeah, you
little
know,
mix.
probably. It's still orange and pretty hot. So yeah.
It is crazy the amount of houses in through here.
Yeah, this is all Alani Estates right here. And here's that geothermal power plant. What we'll do is we'll do a
yeah.
couple of S-turns back and forth. He's got the rock crusher out there. Matter of fact, we can go over here by Fisher A here.
So can you describe to the boys how they're making electricity down there?
Yeah, what they do is they inject, it's an injection well, so what they do is they inject water several thousand feet down. It produces steam from those hot rocks that go down way down in the earth. It comes up to the surface and it runs a turbine, and it produces electricity out there. Yeah, here's Fisher 8 back over here. Here's where all the devastation was blamed for right here. Because every day you'd have lava come out of the ground about 300 feet up in the air. Imagine that on the right-hand side. That was the lava flow going down from there. It was going about 17 miles an hour.
So this is all just about a year old now.
Exactly, yep.
But you can tell that it's not totally like calm and happy.
It's not, yeah. That's why they're just very hesitant to get people back in here. They had an exclusionary just like you had in Chernobyl back in 1986
Did
when
they
they had that
really?
nuclear meltdown. Yeah, you can still live out in this area back over here, but you had to be outside the exclusion area.
So nobody's living in these houses?
They are now, yeah. You bet. Since they declared the eruption over with. And we'll switch back to the left-hand side. During the eruption, there were still people living out in Alani Estates because as long as you were outside that exclusion area.
Wow.
But some of those houses got really lucky down up over there.
And they look like pretty nice homes.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's just, everybody's got water catchment tanks out over here. And we'll switch it out to the left-hand side for you, and after this, we'll break station and head up to the waterfalls.
Don, do you mind doing a little video there and saying that this is the 2018 site?
Yeah, but one day we had zero winds over here. It went to about 20,000 feet on that steam.
Really?
I don't know if Sean needed to make his little narration there or not. Okay.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to me how it just flows right back through their backyards.
Yep. And a lot of people blame a lot of the health problems over here on this geothermal power plant because they're venting off some of that hydrogen sulfide gas. Kind of creeps down at low level out over there. But they're rebuilding some of the roads back over here. If they can get it done by October, the federal government will reimburse the $12 million it's taken to get these roads built back up over here.
So this power plant, is it currently active or no?
Not yet. By 2020, they're going to have it open. Because what
Okay.
happened was they had to re-drill those wells. They had to inject the fracking fluid down there and inject the water. Yeah, they just signed an agreement with Hawaiian Electric by 2020. In January, they're supposed to have that open again.
And will that service this whole side of the island? Does it have,
Well, 30%.
what kind of potential
Yeah,
does it have?
30% of the electricity originally was supplied by that geothermal power plant.
Oh, so it was online, then came offline.
Yep.
Okay, that's the part I didn't understand.
Yeah, it's been there since 1991.
Okay.
And what they did is when they were drilling one of the wells, they hit a pocket of hydrogen sulfide gas, and they had to evacuate Alani Estates, and that really angered a lot of people because it was in their backyard. Yeah, matter of fact, the same protesters that over here by the telescope, they were protesting against that thing.
Well, like, how's the rest of the power generated here then?
It's
Is
all
it
diesel
coal?
electric. Diesel
Yeah,
electric,
so, like,
yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You may see an absence of wind turbines over here. They calculated out that we have so much potential wind energy over here on the Big Island that you could really power the entire Hawaiian Island chain from the Big Island. But people don't want to block the view, so they protest against it when they come over here to put them in.
But it's crazy to me. Like, I don't find them to be that ugly. I mean,
Yeah,
I look at them and see no carbon dioxide emissions.
Yeah.
Sold.
But welcome to the Big Island. Matter of fact, this area back behind us back over here, they wanted to open a rocket launch facility. There's a company out of Alaska that does satellite launches. And since we are south of Florida, we get more than triple the force to get a rocket up into orbit. But they did a meeting over there in Hilo Town with these people who live out in this area, and I guess nobody's interested in high-paying jobs. Because everybody they interviewed says, no, we don't want it in our backyard. So, and then circle at the left-hand side is one of our checkpoints. I have to check in with the Hilo Airport here.
Hello. Talking to the airport. I don't know if we have.
Oh, you guys can talk.
We're
yeah,
okay to talk. Okay.
Yeah, you just kind of talking. Just can't talk to you. So
Would it be safe to cross the lava, or would it be like?
He's checking in with the airport. He can't hear us right now. I don't think.
No, I was asking you.
Oh, sorry, buddy. What now?
Would it be safe to cross the lava, like on a car or hike it?
No. When the lava's flowing, no.
No, right now.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow a lot. Hike on the lava fields and get more up close pictures and stuff. You know, like if money were no object, Sean, it'd be incredible to take some kids that were like really geology. Can you imagine?
okay, we're in our contact with the airport down there. They made us black circles of people's yards down there. Those are 10,000 gallon or 44,000 liter water tanks. They got a food grade on the liner on the inside of it. And for every 1,000 gallons of water that you got in there, once you put in 2 tablespoons of bleach. And you also have to put in some baking soda to control the pH because we do get acid rain here on the island.
Yeah.
But the state of Hawaii, they pay for one water testing a year. You pay $25 and they pick up the rest of the tab. And what they're doing is they're testing for heavy metals because when the ash of the volcano gets up in the clouds, it gets inside those catchment tanks and leaches copper and lead in the water.
So when you say, are you saying catchment tanks?
Yeah, the water goes on the roof. It goes into the gutters, and they have some pipes that goes down the tank itself.
And then that water's being piped into their homes.
Exactly. Yeah, it goes through an ultraviolet light filter to kill the bacteria off of there, but the viruses, all it does is disrupts their DNA, so they can't replicate. So you're still drinking the cooties. It just doesn't make you sick. And it goes through a carbon filter, a sediment filter, and some people get the reverse osmosis systems.
Yeah.
I just use it to take a shower, and the problem is that the acid rain got so bad over here during the eruption time, it felt like your skin was on fire.
Even the other side of the island?
Yeah, it got really bad. Yeah, if you went south of Walmart in Kona, your eyes started to burn. It was really hard to breathe and everything.
Which part of the island do you live on?
South Dakota, yeah.
Okay.
The bad spot, yeah, exactly. But there's a lot of dead bees and birds over there from the eruption too as well, because the air quality got really yuck over there.
How does the population of this island compare to Maui and Oahu?
Well, we have 187,000 people here. Maui, by comparison, has 144,000, but their island's about a third the size.
Right.
And then Oahu's, probably pushing 1 million people right now, so it's a pretty tiny place. But there's actually more people in the Hawaiian island chain than there is all of Alaska. Now we got about 1.1 million people over here in Hawaii. There's about 900,000 over in Alaska. And all these checkerboard patterns underneath us over here, that's going to be the Mauna Loa macadamia nut farm.
Oh.
Yeah, they put those big giant northern pines up in that pattern there to keep the winds down, because during the hurricane season, it gets really windy and really a lot of bands of rain over here predicts those macadamia nuts.
So this is going to be a dumb question. Macadamia nuts grow on a tree?
They do, yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at macadamia trees.
Yep. And he wants me to contact the control tower here.
Pretty smart for them to put those trees up like that for wind.
Uh-huh. Pretty from the sky too, isn't it? So this is Hilo. Oh, sorry. I think this is Hilo.
Yeah, I was talking to the control tower. He
Sorry.
switched me over. Yeah, if you go over to this area, the control tower actually has authority back over here versus the radar facility. So he just switched me over. Yeah, this is Hilo on the left-hand side. A lot of people think that's an uncontrolled airport underneath us over there. Yeah, it's actually a drag strip. We got those too fast, too furious cars over here.
Really?
Gotta get them someplace to race into the streets. Yeah, I don't know how you turn a Subaru into a drag racer, but some 19-year-old figured out how to do that. So.
You guys see the cruise ship in port in Hilo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one of the deep water porters over here in Hilo, so they can accommodate up to 2 cruise ships at any one time. But it's a lot cheaper to get your car shipped over here than it is to buy a new one. It's only $1,000 to book online. And it goes out of the port of Los Angeles or San Diego. Only takes 7 days for your car to get over here. Yeah, a lot of people will fly back to the mainland just to buy a car and ship it back. It's probably an extra $10,000 to buy it over here because they know they got you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's the Hilo Airport out the right-hand side. We did have former President Obama over here in December 2016, taking his last vacations. And then Air Force One parked down there for almost 2 weeks straight. Kind of weird to see that big giant airplane at 60 Tunnel
I'm
Airport.
sure.
But they can make it in and out. But the air quality got good enough over here in just October of 2018 to have the Ironman Triathlon. And the country Bahrain brought their 747 over here, but they ran out of parking spots in Kona. So had to park it over here in Gila for about 4 days. Really not sure why you need a 747 to bring over a few bicycles, but as their company jet probably had a hot tub on the inside for the athletes. All they did was drive around in Cadillac Escalades that said Team Bahrain on the back.